Going on, everybody? Today is a very excited day. Well, actually, yesterday was. For those of you who don't know, yesterday was actually the release for a new Hunger Games novel. This one is called Sunrise on the Reaping. It is the fifth Hunger Games novel that takes place after the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which came out in 2020. Crazy to believe that was almost 5 years ago now. But anyways, I've been a longtime Hunger Games fan. I've loved these books ever since I was a teenager. I could not get enough of them. I was obsessed with them, and to still have Hunger Games content today in 2025 is honestly just the greatest feeling. So I'm kind of glad now that I kind of have a platform. I'll be able to discuss the book, discuss my thoughts with you guys, get involved with other Hunger Games fans as well. If you guys have like theories or anything, y'all just want to come here, hear my thoughts, I'm thinking of doing a full review as soon as I'm done with the book. So if you're excited for that, stay tuned, check my channel, you'll have that video soon. Yeah, so I just want to kind of go over and discuss the first chapter that I read today. I didn't read too much, so I've had a few hours to really sit with it in my mind, stir on it, go over some things. I just want to kind of give you a review of the first chapter. Off, let me say with the first chapter, I love it. It's a very strong is one way to put it. First of all, it's a very strong chapter. Every time I read these Hunger Games book, I always love how they start off in the district, which mostly, with, if you know the story, it's District 12. It's great world building. It starts off with our main character. For those of you who don't know, Hamish Abernathy from the OG Hunger Games series returns, and he is front and center in this book. Really excited about that. When I first heard that announcement last year, I was excited as well, and reading that first chapter, let me tell you, I'm so glad they chose his character. Anyways, it's with Hamish Abernathy. He's in District 12. It's kind of similar to Katniss's first chapter in the first book, how it goes over, it describes what the town is. It describes his living situation. If you that don't know, District 12 is what is known as the poor of the districts in the story. But anyways, yeah, so it's going over Hamish in District 12, how he's living. We meet a lot of his friends, which what I was very excited to see. So it's his birthday, it's the morning of the reaping, so we get to go inside his mind and how he's feeling on it. You kind of get to see how the day of the reaping, it's affecting Hamish on what should be his big day. Hamish, he only has his mind on one thing, his birthday, and of course what he calls his girl. I won't say too much on who Hamish calls his girl. I think it's a great character so far. I feel like these two have a lot of chemistry. It's so far, the first chapter, guys, it's just really fun to read. It's great being back in the world of Panem. It's great getting to be acclimated to these new characters. It's great to have, Hamish front and center. We get to learn more about him. We're going to see his game. This chapter was very, very good. Like I said, it's very straightforward, what you expect with the Hunger Games first chapter. It's setting up, it's world building, but I was like, world building, bring it on. With that being said, there was a lot of things that as fans would catch your eye. There was a lot of name drops from past people that was in the story, especially like, because I heard the word Everdeen was thrown around a lot, and I was like, wait, Everdeen, so does that mean that this person's related to Katniss? For those of you who don't know, Katniss was the heroine or the main character in the original trilogy. And Everdeen, at one point I saw the last name Baird get thrown around, and I was like, whoa, holy shit, Baird, does that mean they're related to, Lucy Gray Baird, who was one of the main players in the Hunger Games last book or last story? I was just very exciting. So many names were being thrown around, so many references to past people in the OG trilogy. I almost couldn't put it down. I had to keep reading. But chapter 1, guys, I will say it's very strong. It starts off, it gets you familiar with Hamish. For those of you that know him from the main trilogy, I feel like you'll feel like it's the same character from those stories, just, younger. For those that don't know him, I think you're going to have a strong relationship with him reading this first chapter, guys. But overall, very strong. For what I can say, the biggest highlight of the book, chapter 1 ended with a bang. For those of you that read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, that one took maybe to like chapter 8 to finally get things going. This one, as soon as the first chapter ended, you're like, oh man, we are here. Suzanne, she's as violent as ever. This book is brutal. Like I said, first chapter, something crazy happens. I won't spoil it, but it will leave you wanting to continue the story. So I am a huge fan of this new Hunger Games book, guys. I feel like if you were a fan of the story back then, or if you want to like get a little pastime with reading, definitely pick this one up. But so far, chapter 1, Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping, amazing, amazing first chapter. I can't get enough of it. I love the ending. It kept me engaged the whole time. Might continue this video series. I don't know if I'll do each chapter because, like I said, when I finished this first one, I did not want to put it down. I wanted to keep reading. So what I might do, I might batch them like 2, 3, or 4 chapters each video, summarize each one, what I think, and then by the end of it, when I'm finally done with it, I'll have a full book review and maybe where I rank it in the series. That was my kind of just talking about the first chapter of my review, whatever you want to call it. Really enjoying this, guys. I know if you are a Hunger Games fan, you will enjoy this as much as I did. Sunrise on the Reaping, it is out now in stores everywhere, also available digitally as well for people who don't do physical copies. I am a huge physical book fan, so I went out and got mine as soon as it was available. But thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed the book. Leave your comments, whatever you think is going to happen. If you have theories or you just didn't know there was a new Hunger Games book out, here it is. Definitely give it a read, guys, and I will see y'all later. Have a good one.